So Doug was always a big believer, don't let color fool you. Be colorblind, okay? And I was very guilty of this. I'll admit that up front, okay? Meaning that, okay, let's say, remember, Doug was like a custom broker. So you would call him and say, I need a Cutting Futurity horse, a Raynham Futurity horse, or something like that, a yearling. But if somebody called him and said, I have to have a buckskin, or I gotta have a Palomino, he'd say, I'm sorry, I'm not your guy, you need to find somebody else. He would never buy a horse based off color. It was always conformation, athletic ability and trainability, okay, and then papers after that, how it's bred, in that order. Color was never an issue. He always used to say that basically a good horse is never a bad color. A great horse is never a bad color. And I was as guilty as this as anyone. We'd go to a sale barn or we'd go to somebody's place looking at yearlings, and they'd bring out this roan horse, red roan horse, roan on his flanks, big white face, white socks, and Clinton's over there drooling, jerking off in the corner. I mean, I'm ready to buy this sumbitch. Like, I'm just hot as fuck, okay, wanting to buy this horse. And Doug, he ain't real impressed about the horse. He don't like it that much. And I said, what do you not like about this horse? It's beautiful. The color, the markings, big white face, chrome legs, red roan. I mean, beautiful. He said, okay, now I want you to do something. I want you to pretend the horse is a plain sorrel. Just one plain color. No white on it, no color on it, no nothing. Just a plain pack of cigarettes, plain sorrel. Then go look at the horse and tell me what you think. So I went and did that. I went and looked at the horse as if it had no color. And I came back and said, holy shit, it's really not that fucking impressive, is it? And he said, I rest my case. He said, never buy on color. Color will fool you every single time. Pick them on conformation and athletic ability. But I was always such a sucker for pretty and color and shit like that I'd overlook the real qualities of it. So now when I go to buy a yearling, I try to make myself consciously say, if he was a plain pack of cigarettes, no makeup on, just a plain pack of cigarettes, nothing fancy, what would I think of this horse? Does it still have a good body? Does it still have good conformation? If the answer is yes, great. Now sure, if you can get the conformation and the color and all the pretty, now it's just a home run. But I was letting color influence me too much. That's why when I would sell signature horses, if somebody called me and said, I have to have a buckskin, or I have to have a Palomino, or I have to have a black horse, I'd simply say, I'm sorry, but I'm not your guy. I wouldn't take their order. Now I didn't mind if they gave me color preferences. Like if I said, is there any color that under any circumstances you won't take? And if they said, I will not take a paint horse, I'll say, okay. Anything else? And as long as they left just one color that they wouldn't accept, I'd keep them as a customer. But if they said, I can't have a paint and I can't have black horses and I can't have Palominos, okay, then there's too many strikes there. They're going to be too needy. They're going to be too much trouble to deal with, so I just wouldn't take their money. Again, when you're getting your ass bucked off a horse, you don't give a shit how pretty he is at that point because your life's in danger. When you're having a great ride on a horse and you're fun and you're safe and you're having a great experience, he could be the ugliest son of a bitch in the world, but to you, he's the prettiest horse in the world. Does that make sense? Okay? Pretty doesn't make you feel good. Pretty's good to look at, but pretty don't make you feel good. Pretty doesn't necessarily be fun to be around, okay? So keep that in mind with horses is don't let pretty fool you or color. It's the conformation, athletic ability and trainability, and then papers after that. Now that's if the horse is not being ridden. If the horse is already trained and ridden, you kind of know what you got, so it's a lot easier at that point.